What's up guys, Baker Voice here.
We're coming at you with another video, but today we are at the chicken coop.
So a few months ago we got turkeys, and I have footage of that right here. So the turkeys that we're picking up are actually poults, and they're from one of my good friends. These turkeys are Narragansetts, which is a pretty cool breed. They've got a lot of white on them, and they're just brown and white, a lot of natural colors. I can't remember how big they get. I'll say that later in the video probably, or I'll make a little caption right here. But they're a pretty cool breed of turkey, and they're pretty big.
They're really good for eating, and if you want to have a beefy turkey for your Thanksgiving family dinner, the Narragansett is the way to go.
So these are the turkeys, the baby Narragansetts. They're pretty cute. Typically, you want to dip their beak in the water, but since these guys are kind of trained and they know what they're doing, you don't really have to. But I guess I'm just gonna do it right now just because, so then they know where their water is. Because turkeys typically aren't very smart when they're babies. These ones are actually pretty smart. He said, like when he was taking care of them, because last year he said he had a batch and they were just pretty dumb, and they didn't really turn out very well. So I'm glad that these guys did. And with these guys, I gave them 22% protein. We'll give you a pretty good idea of what you're supposed to feed them. And this is Meat Bird Crumble. So as you can see, you can feed them it their whole life, but I'll switch to All Flock when these guys are looks like 7 weeks old, because it's a lot easier, because they're going to be in with all my other birds, so it's a lot easier to take care of them and make sure what they're eating if they're at that All Flock, because then everyone can eat the same thing. And now those turkeys are all grown up. I'm not sure, I can't really tell. I'm starting to be able to tell the toms and the hens, but not quite yet. So we have 11 turkeys and 50 something chickens. I've been selling some chickens because we're running out of space, but they're big now. They're huge. Our biggest turkey, I believe, is 15 pounds at the moment. They're supposed to get up to 35. So they got a lot of growing to do, but we're actually starting to get eggs. So this is what the coop is looking like. Extra feeder, egg carriers, and that's for their antibiotics. So today, since we noticed that they are starting to lay eggs, we got our nesting boxes all situated.
Can I show them where the eggs are?
What?
Can I show them where the eggs are?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
But Nathan just made this while I was at work, and he made this leveled off, and then he made a step up to these, and he put the bedding in them. But we thought we should do that, as today we received around 10 eggs so far.
We saved them just for you guys. We haven't touched them yet.
Just for you guys to see. But we're supposed to be getting around 25 eggs a day, because we have like 55 chickens. And each one of those will lay every other day. So around 25 eggs per day.
So I'm gonna get some eggs for you guys. We're gonna start over here. I noticed these this morning, and just as we came in here, I think this one is new because I don't remember there being the light colored one, but we have 3 over here.
The eggs are all sorts of different sizes and colors based off of their breed. So the bigger eggs are gonna be the bigger laying hens, which is the Jersey Giant. That's our biggest breed of hen we have right now. But if you have like Americanas, those are called Easter egging birds because they lay green and blue eggs.
All right, so in this bunk we have 2 really small eggs. We have a golf ball in here, by the way, and when you're starting out with younger chickens, it kind of helps them know where to lay. There's none in this bunk, and then we've got four eggs in here. We got some decent sized ones too. So these ones are smaller that are in this hand. These guys right here are pretty chunky. We got 9 eggs in the basket so far.
When they're just starting off laying too, their eggs are going to be smaller. So this one just probably started laying today, and then this one might be a bird that's been laying for a little bit.
So these 3 bunks from that edge to over here have no eggs in them. I can see one through there, so I'm gonna move this ramp upwards. Grab that. And this one does not have any eggs, so that's 10 eggs. Earlier when I was getting all this set up for laying, I put bricks down at the bottom of this roost, these nests, so nothing can really crawl under there or get behind this roost here. Because it's kind of annoying when you have to crawl back there.
And the touching foam up here may look bad, but it helps insulate this a lot better in the winter because of the cracks. And the wind would get through those cracks because, I mean, me and Nathan built this, so it's not going to be perfect. We tried our best. So we used the touching foam to get rid of the cracks so the drafts wouldn't get through here. We're feeding them all flock adult feed. We were feeding them all flock chick feed for a while, but then we switched because they're starting to lay, and now we're actually going to go get some corn for them because it's just now time for them to switch to corn as well, because corn acts as more of a filler, so it'll fill their stomach so they eat less food. And this is Lyle. I know you guys probably haven't seen him for a while, but he's past 100 pounds and he stands about hip high, a little below.
All right, now we're gonna go get some corn for these chickens. We're filling up these buckets, and basically we're just gonna lower them down
To go into there. All right, guys, so me and Nathan chased them all in and brought them out one by one. We have 56 chickens, 55 hens, 1 rooster that we know of, and then we have 10 turkeys, and we don't know all of them.
We don't know their genders yet.
Yeah, don't want to assume gender.
Our arms are scratched up, by the way, too.
Yeah, they kind of beat the heck out of us. What are yours looking like?
Just a little red.
Yeah, they're not a fan of that, but now you know our numbers.
You also want to count your livestock in any situation, whether it be turkeys, hamsters, or cattle. You want to make sure you keep track of that because predators are sneaky and they can drag away your animals without you even knowing it.
Yep. But I've been selling a bunch of different animals. I have it wrote down in the house, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head. That's why I thought I should just count right now. So 56 and 10.
All right, guys, so Jared's now at the hydrant. We're washing eggs off, and we've got a egg carton here. Tore off the label because these are the Baker eggs right here. But all he's doing is brushing them, making sure they're clean.
Some of them will be stained like that, and you can't get those off, but they're
Stained
clean.
like what? Okay.
But they're clean.
They're clean.